Winston Churchill once said, "The price of greatness is responsibility." This statement holds true as the Honorable Member representing Kaltungo Shongom Federal Constituency, Karu Simon E, by dint of hard work, continues to better the lot of his constituents in leaps and in bounds. This is Kaltungo Shongom Federal Constituency, where dividends of democracy are seen, felt, and touched within the space of 18 months of the stewardship of Honorable Karu Simon E. In the past, constituents of Kaltungo Shongom lacked not only basic amenities such as roads, electricity, potable drinking water, and hospitals, but also lacked purposeful and dynamic leadership capable of propelling them to reach their yearnings and aspirations. With decrepit and almost non-existent educational facilities, children sat on the trees and makeshift structures exposed to wind, sun, and other harsh elements in order to learn. Dissatisfied with the squalid learning conditions which children were subjected to, Honorable Karu Simon E swiftly rose to the occasion by putting in an excellent piece of work towards rewriting the ugly narrative. It is Honorable Karu Simon Elisha's firm belief that education is a potent tool both for emancipation of the mind and springboard for development.
In the little assessment conducted by my office to actually understand the issues within that constituency, education came up as a top issue with a myriad of issues and problems within the constituency, from lack of classrooms to lack of hostel facilities to lack of teaching materials and even teachers as well. And some structures have been so dilapidated that they are not habitable as such. So within the first year, we ensured that about 50% of our constituency support that comes from the government was allocated to the educational sector. And that has enabled us reconstruct about 3 classroom blocks across 4 different wards. And we were able to go into renovation of classrooms and also support of materials that will boost the education sector within that.
With the desire to give a new lease of life to Kaltungo Shongom Federal Constituency's educational sector, Karu folded up his sleeves and went to work by unleashing state-of-the-art structures to provide conducive teaching and learning environment where young stars can effectively acquire literacy and numeracy. The renovation of 2 blocks of 3 classrooms in Lekenturum to enhance teaching and learning in that promising community. Mustafa Sani lives in Lekenturum community, a community that has enjoyed Karu's educational rescue efforts. Mustafa narrates the ordeals faced by Lekenturum in the past.
We even requested for additional classrooms. Even the one we had was built by the community. It later became dilapidated and infested by termites. No one could help us.
As a teacher armed with pedagogical skills, Ada and Kira says the intervention in educational sector by Honorable Karu has saved them from dangers that stared them down in the past.
We thank God for protecting us. We used to stay in classes without windows nor floors, and miscreants usually defecate in the classrooms. We are grateful to Honorable Simon Karu for his gigantic efforts. Our children now have good classrooms with furniture and befitting blackboards. We now even leave our instructional materials in the classrooms and return to find them intact. We are grateful.
Bayunse community also tasted the dividend of good representation with the construction of 1 block of 3 classrooms. Prior to Honorable Karu's intervention, Bayunse had this worn-out and beat-up-looking mud structure as classrooms. Bello Nahuta is the head teacher of Bayunse Primary School in Tula District. Nahuta says construction of modern classrooms by Honorable Karu in Bayunse has kindled punctuality among children of school-going age in the benefiting community.
This school that was constructed has improved children's school attendance. No child is now left at home because they are eager to come to this new school that was built.
Jongori Primary School, situated in Baule Central, has seen a dramatic transformation with the construction of 2 classrooms, stores, offices, and furniture. According to the village head of Jongori, children who deserted schools because it was held beneath trees now throng the schools following Honorable Karu's massive intervention.
In the past, we struggled so much to get children to attend classes, but not anymore. But since the construction of this classroom, their attendance has tremendously improved. We are grateful to our benefactor and we pray for God's blessings.
Tula Wange got 1 block of 3 classrooms, which further cements Dr. Karu's unwavering commitment towards providing conducive teaching and learning atmosphere for functional literacy and numeracy. In Gwandum community, a classroom block was constructed in the community, which is the first education intervention implemented in 2019 by Honorable Karu. With the introduction of computer-based tests by the Joint Admissions Matriculations Board (JAM), candidates in many parts of Kaltungo Shongom Federal Constituency commuted long distances in the past to take such tests. Digging his heels in, the Honorable Member provided 100 units of computers for the Filia JAM Center.
It's going to affect the community entirely because we are in the global system, and everybody needs to be in computer literate. So with this donation of 100 pieces of computer, it will help the community at least to continue learning and to be part and parcel of the computer uses.
So the educational sector has suffered for a very long time, and it requires a long time also to get to fix. So within the first year, we were able to do this, and we hope that we'll continue to do much more, as education is the priority to enlighten people generally.
Honorable also influenced the reinstatement of the Kaltungo JAM Center that was cancelled earlier on. Having done that, he also gave 50 units of computers to augment shortfall in facilities at the center. Given the place of information and communication technology, Honorable Karu gave over 100 laptop computers to student bodies to enhance research and productivity among them. A scholarship program was initiated with a Chinese organization by Honorable Karu Simon E, but was suspended due to COVID-19. Access roads have always been sacrosanct to socio-economic activities and for spatial interactions. The initiative of Honorable Karu to make movement and transport easier turns out to also solve one of the monumental challenges of communities in the constituency. Honorable Karu rolled out the Wangeyiri 2.5-kilometer asphalt road and surface dressing road projects in Wangebole, Leiro Poshreng road surface dressing. This intervention brought out the glory in the communities.
Whenever our wives are to deliver, we used to carry them on our heads to the highway. We even carry corpses in such manner.
We go up and down every day with heavy loads on our heads. We used to suffer a lot.
The inhabitants of Tuleiri said that before the intervention by Honorable Karu, they were neglected as a result of their mountainous terrain, which is the factor that makes it difficult for roads to be constructed, thereby making government and private sector interventions unavailable to the community.
The land has a complex topography, whereby there is highlands and rocks. Like at the other side, we use strong cars like Jeeps or Toyota or Hilux to take us down to where we will build our culverts.
The rural electrification project in Yapandi, Chiwege, Gujuba Phase 1 in Peru Chonge has brought a shining light at the end of the tunnel for the benefiting communities.
We have been voting for so long, but we never expected that we could get power supply. Then behold, someone that we never knew came and did it for us. We will benefit from this power in areas such as welding, cooking, and so many other ways that we could use power for.
In the same breath, repairs and reinstallation of transformers were done through his purposeful leadership. Honorable Karu Simon Elisha applied and lobbied His Excellency Governor Muhammadu Inuwa Yahaya to help in solving the perennial light problems of Peru Chonge through the Ministry of Rural Development. In order to achieve self-sufficiency in food production within the constituency, Honorable Karu drafted 500 youths from the constituency's 20 wards to partake in smart farming program. Over 1,000 bags of rice, 100 bags of sugar, 50 bags of millet and maize were given to Christians and Muslim constituents to support them during festive seasons. The honorable member also influenced the forgotten Awak Dam construction project, which has been captured in 2021 fiscal year. Water is essential to life. The need to provide potable and accessible water supply cannot be overemphasized. In order to meet the basic need, especially in communities bedeviled by acute shortage of water, Honorable Simon Elisha Karu began a massive revolution in this critical social sector. For example, communities such as Popandi Kaltungo East, Lapandimte Kaltungo West, Birwe Kamo, and Farinkasa Gwandum were all beneficiaries of the 12,000 liters solar borehole intervention project implemented by Honorable Karu. Water as a challenge is a thing of the past in those communities.
Before this water intervention, we used to suffer a lot. We usually go downstreams to fetch water, but most times we find animals polluting the water. But after this intervention, we now drink clean water and the water flows sufficiently. We are happy about this water supply because it is beneficial to us, including our children. Unlike the past, when we can only access water occasionally, we now can access water at any time we need it, and it flows rapidly.
We go to the stream to fetch water. We drink from the same source with the animals. But now that we have this water source, we are very happy with this development.
You may take a glass of water for granted, but it's not the same with the people of Shule, where humans and animals struggle to drink from the same source of drinking water. Though efforts was made by Honorable Karu Simon Elisha to change the narrative, but the equipment could not cross over to the community after several attempts.
We actually experienced a setback is the Shule community, where we had actually requested that a particular truck provides a solar-powered borehole in the community, but had a setback when they tried to access the community. and about 3 different trucks went to that community and got stuck. And after several attempts, unsuccessful attempts, we had to change the location of such a project. So I think this tells why some specific communities are suffering from lack of access to certain infrastructure that supports their well-being. And road is part of the key issues, which we think we will not do that alone. We will have to engage the government, the state government, to ensure that that is also provided.
As an experienced human resource manager, Honorable Karu places priority on training and equipping the youth towards driving development in various sectors of the constituency. The desire to bring transformation in this area includes ongoing youth and women empowerment programs to reposition and embolden women and youth, training and advocacy of over 100 youths on drug abuse and leadership held at Yankari Game Reserve, sponsorship for youths to be trained at YMCA Vocational Training Center in Bauchi. As a form of economic empowerment, the Honorable Member gave solar panels and inverter batteries to individuals in order to boost their businesses.
Gaskiya solar system din nan ba abun da zan ce sai ko godiya.
All I can say is thank you. The solar system is helping me a lot. I no longer use generating set. I use it to power my fridge, dryer, and all my electrical appliances. The community now charge their phone for free in my shop. I'm so grateful.
In the same token, he gave out 25 automobile cars to constituents of Kaltungo, Shongom. He also gave out 36 motorcycles to constituents of Kaltungo, Shongom. He also shared 6 Peugeot 206 model and 2 motorcycles among religious leaders in the constituency. In order to create wealth and prosperity for his people, Honorable Karu facilitated the training of youths and women on waste to wealth charcoal production. Dr. Karu's feat stands head and shoulders high than his predecessors. Health is wealth and the veritable substance for the productivity of any people. Prior to Honorable Karu's ascension, constituents faced a litany of challenges and setbacks in the health sector. With the renovation of Laushi Primary Healthcare Center in Shongom local government, distribution of hospital materials to many beneficiaries, inverter batteries and solar panels for Mulmule Maternity in Lapan, and Dulani distribution of COVID-19 palliatives and maternity healthcare center at Kushi in Shongom local government, the Honorable has given his constituents a clean bill of health.
We are benefiting enormously from this solar system, especially in the labor room. In the past, we used torchlight at night during delivery, but we no longer use such because there is sufficient light always. The solar have also saved us from spending money on purchasing batteries and torchlight, and it has also helped in security of the clinic. We can now store some things in the refrigerator. We, the entire staff of this hospital, the Kalako and the Molmule community, are grateful. We faced serious power failure in the past, especially in this clinic, but with the provision of this solar power supply, it is a good development.
In order to promote peaceful coexistence among Christians and Muslims in Kaltungo Shongom Federal Constituency, Honorable came up with ingenious initiatives to further cement the existing unity among his constituents. In line with these, the Honorable sponsored a number of Christian youths to attend a seminar in Abuja. He equally sponsored Muslim youths and imams to a workshop in Kano. As a youth to the core, Honorable Karu Simon E has reinvigorated the sporting sector in order to harness latent talents in the youths that suffered neglect in the past. With the view to finding a lasting solution to the lack of basketball court in Kaltungo Mini Stadium, Honorable Karu has undertaken to construct a basketball court, which is a work in progress. Through KSE Hope League, he has provided a veritable platform for scouting youths and talented players in football within Kaltungo Shongom Federal Constituency. The quantum and quality of policies and projects unleashed across the length and breadth of Kaltungo Shongom Federal Constituency by Honorable Karu Simon E has endeared him to his constituents whose yearnings and aspirations have become sufficiently met through his bold and ingenious representation.
We are not happy with politicians who promise and fail. But for Mr. Karu, we will reward him with good. We will reward him with our votes. That is our collective promise. We are grateful to Simon Karu for all he has done. He has done a lot and we have seen it, especially our schools, which were so dilapidated in the past. But Simon Karu reconstructed them and gave them a complete facelift. We are so grateful. May God bless him. I pray may God strengthen him. May God increase him in wisdom to do more. That is my prayer.
I'm sincerely grateful to Simon Karu because he has empowered me.
With the volume of projects and initiatives recorded within the period under review, Honorable Karu Simon E's representation in the Green Chamber has made past representations pale in comparison. With Honorable Karu Simon E, the future is indeed bright for the young and old in Kaltungo Shongom constituency.